G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 20 of my beginner's Primal Strike Elementalist playthrough. Now, in between episodes, you'll note that I've gained pretty much an entire level here. I went and farmed a new weapon, and it took me about that long to get one that was level 84. I did also get a couple of level 74 bases with level 80 affixes on it. I guess this one's technically an upgrade, but I think I'll just wait for this one here at level 84. Pretty close, so I'm not going to spend the time to swap that over. I did also get my hands on a couple of purple drops. I don't remember what these dropped from. I was popping the treasure troves if I ran into them, and I think I did 2 totems as well. So these are the items that I came up with in my somewhere around about 10 runs, something like that. Yeah, so that's what I did in between the episodes. And now we are going to get started on, well, firstly I'm going to sell those weapons that I'm not going to use. And we are going to get started on the Ashes of Malmoth content. So I need nothing, actually. Let's get going. So we'll start at the village here. And we're heading into my favorite area in the entire game, or at least my favorite area to farm. That being the Gloomwald. I do consider this to be the most efficient place to farm loot. If you're not doing Shattered Realm, probably 55, 60-ish and up on ultimate difficulty. This is going to be the best way for you to get loot on a leveling character. I'm not, however, going to start farming this area. I think for this character, I'm going to push through and see how far we can get before I kind of feel like it's getting a bit sketchy. So, let's take out Dralgar here. He's dropped me Spellscorch Plating, which is very, very nice, actually. Yeah, that's a really good resistance component. And I'm going to pick up the blues and purples, and generally speaking, I'm going to ignore the greens from this point. The MIs, I know where to go to get them. I'm unlikely to find any of them in this part of the world. Maybe I should be looking at them, but I don't think I'm going to bother. If I see MIs on the floor, I'll have a look, and I should probably be looking for rare shoulders and stuff, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alright, so we're into the Gloomwald now. Here's the rift, and I'm going to do my normal farming run just because it kind of hits everything on the way through, and also gets me a bit of gear to look at. So first thing, before I head in there actually, let's just check out what my reputation with the beasts is. We are very close to Nemesis. I will be seeing Chupacabra, probably. Or at least I will be seeing Nemesis with the beast. I may not see Chupacabra. How the spawning works for Nemesis in the overworld map is basically you run near one of the spawn points, it'll check if you have Nemesis, it'll then check if it spawns. If it doesn't spawn, the chance of spawning goes up, and eventually, if you somehow have the worst luck known to man, you will get to the final place that it can spawn, and then it will have a 100% chance to spawn. So there's a chance that I won't see it, but I'll definitely be able to see it. Just noticed Thunderbloom over here, who I'm going to kill because he's made out of loot and XP and all things that I like. Okay, first thing that I'm checking for is the treasure trove that can spawn right here. Then I'm going up here and I'm going to blap these things, but also I'm going to do this totem, because again, they're made out of loot and XP. I am a little bit behind on XP at this point. Once we get to Mammoth though, I will probably, I'll be close at least to be able to get the XP potion, and I may even do a little bit of extra farming just to get that. So we've hit Revered with Homestead again. That probably happened a little ways back. This little section here where I am currently is somewhere you want to check if you're looking for heroes to kill. This area can spawn Pakla, it can spawn Handaloth or Uvaloth, whichever one of them potentially is in this area, I think can spawn there. And you can get packs of heroes as well, up to 3 or 4 of them. So it's worth checking there just for the potential heroes. This house has a quest item in it. I'm going to pick up the quest item. This guy's getting healed, so we'll go kill his friends off. Bloodsinger has got to go. Okay, so just in this little weathered chest here, there's Nain's stash, which has given me the quest to go and find his stash. Obviously, I read that in normal, so I'm just going to toss the actual note on the floor. And then we head into the Decrepit Cellar here. Now, this place can be a little rippy. This is another case of a boss that has a lot of health, has a lot of monsters around it that provide it with healing if you don't kill them first, and uses the weapons that she drops. So potentially, Avarice here can be quite rippy. Now I've come over here to check for the totem. Obviously I could see that it wasn't on the map, but I do want to sort of reveal the map there for next time I come through here. And I'm also checking for a treasure trove here. Let's go ahead and kill Haldra here. You'll get used to these Wendigo type monsters. All the heroes, you'll know them off by heart if you end up farming this area like I do. Looks like Avarice is not here. She's usually standing around here, but you can see these Bloodsingers are healers, and there's a lot of stuff in this area that's going to heal you. These impaired aim and such from the poison spit on these things is also... it's not fun for a melee build, let's say. Here's my treasure trove. There's only 2 spawn locations for it in here, and you will get one of them or the other one. I've never seen this place not have one or the other, so don't stress about it. You will get one. And hey, free loot. Well, free, plus your dynamite. Seal of Corruption is not what I wanted, but it's also good to find the blueprint so it can't drop again. I'm somewhat glad that I didn't find Avarice, because, like I said, she could be a little bit rippy. Also, just here, you can have some crabs, and they can be heroes in there as well. This little section here south of the house, no one's home today, but you can have very large packs of Wendigos here with, again, Pakla can be here. I think it's Uvaloth, but whichever one of the quest Wendigos can also be here. So you've got Pakla, you've got Uvaloth, Olivioth, whichever. And then you can also have, again, up to 3 to 5 Wendigo heroes as well. So can be a little bit rippy. Alright, let's go ahead and do this just to get a little bit of extra combat in. Reflective is not great. Don't love that. I do love hitting level 84 though. It's time for a new weapon. Kill Ice Claw here. And, well, the rest of the Devotion Shrine. Grab that treasure trove. And then I'm going to go back to town and swap my weapon. I think I will have to miss out on the component for a little bit, because I'm pretty sure this is a... Oh, it's a homestead one. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. We'll go by that. I was thinking it was a Mammoth Resistance component. Or augment. Alright, so we can... Wait, we want homestead. Just buy another one. What's it called? It is the Potent Dermopteran Chitin. There it is. So we'll chuck that on there. I'm going to bring that over here. Try to remember not to clear my rift. Go ahead and sell all this stuff too. Okay, 84. We've got a bunch of other stuff as well. Let's just see what happens to my resistances if I chuck this on. That's more armor, which I like. That's also more armor, which I like. More health. Different resistances, plus 3 to Heart of the Wild, and that Absorb Shield is pretty good. Are you level 84 as well? You are. Alright. What happens to my resistances? So I've got actually no resistances from components on these. And I'm not wearing, or I don't have any augments on them either. So what I can do is my run speed. Run speed's still capped, so I don't need the Mark of the Traveler. What I can do is I can put a scaled hide on my chest, and then a silk swatch on the shoulder, and I can put an anti-venom salve on the boots, and we'll be good to go. In terms of what I lost out of that, actually not much. So I think that's fine. Let's go to Devil's Crossing again, trying not to clear my rift, because I don't really want to run through all that stuff again. Let's go ahead and keep the add-on. Chuck that on there. Ditto here. And the rest of those can stay as they are. Let's go see if I have Anti-Venom Salve or Silk Swatch in the bank. So do a search for Anti. Nope. How about Sil? Nope. Alright, we're making them. That's fine, they're pretty cheap. SIL, Resilient Plating, Silk Swatch on the shoulders. That's going to cap piercing. Pretty much nothing shreds piercing. There may be maybe Fabius, one of the Nemesis anyway, may, but I'm not going to run into him in the campaign, so I don't care about that. And then Anti-Venom Salve on the boots here. There we go. We're up to the cap again. Now, in terms of skill points to spend, I do kind of want to take a few points out of Blast Shield, but probably just leave that for a little bit. 2 more points in Heart of the Wild, probably not awful. But I just noticed that actually you need to spend the points in Storm Surge just for more damage. Damage is king and all that. Right, let's go ahead and shove all those components in the bank, the stash, and we are good to go. No, we're not. Okay. So I should have done this already. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Vitality is under, but this will bring us back up, so that's fine. Do I want to try and use this? Can I? Can't. Okay, 84 and 84. These two, I picked these up from a shop, I think, before the previous episode, and I bought them entirely because of the, frankly, silly amount of resistances on them. So if I chuck that on there, and keeping in mind I'll have more elemental and more bleeding, although, yeah, let's be honest, I don't need those, so I can put an Aether Soul or a Black Tallow on there instead. Probably Black Tallow. Yeah, I think we're well over on everything except Vitality here. So I'm going to make a Black Tallow for that metal, which means I need Rift Stones times 3, I think. And I need to go get the recipe for the Black Tallow, which I think is going to be the Black Legion. It might be the Rovers. You'd think I'd know this by now, but anyway, I'll go find that. Tallow, it's definitely not Black Legion. Maybe the Rovers. I'll just check these while I'm here. Nope, it's not Homestead. Pretty sure it's not Kaiman's. Looks like I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm going to make one of these for the metal there. I could probably take this one off as well, and then put either 2 Black Tallows or a Black Tallow and an Aether Soul. Aether Soul is definitely Devil's Crossing, I know that one. So we'll chuck that on here. As far as run speed goes, I've got 9% over cap, so I could afford to lose that Wardstone. In fact, that Wardstone is doing quite literally nothing for me. I think we'll leave it for now, though. So I need to get... where are we? Corpse Dust. I was going to say, no way I don't have Corpse Dust. Nope, I have Dyslexia. Alright. Poison is way over, so I can have my boot slot back, but I mean, I don't need the run speed, so boots and amulet components doing, I mean, literally nothing, kind of nothing. I think that's probably fine, though. I have that one to go back on there as well, and then we're pretty much under control. Having the rings and the metal with such large amounts of resistances really opens up the rest of your gear. So keep an eye out for things like harmonious as a prefix. Impervious is good, but it's sort of one resistance, or two. I think it's one. Resistant also can be good, but this often comes with, like here, 47% fire resist. It's not really what you want. I want harmonious, I want ordered, I want warding. Resistance prefixes, basically. Alright, so we've kicked up our gear a notch. I'm just trying to decide if I want to bother melting these for the components back. I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to sell them. Just get rid of them. Same with these, I think. Yeah, scaled hide's not worth hanging on to. These two here, I do kind of want to keep this one. And ideally I'd like to use it, but I really don't think it's going to happen. Actually, you know what? Let's just fender that. And I'm going to keep this one for the resistances. The warding prefix is all of that Aether Res. Chaos comes on the Kaiman's badge by default, and then readiness is going to be OA and DA, which I definitely would like to get some more of. Can I put that on, actually? Poison 30% elemental, I definitely can lose. Poison, yeah, I can totally put that on there. Alright, let's see if I can make another Riftstone then. So that's going to get me a bunch of extra offensive stairs, man. How do they work? A bunch of extra offensive and defensive ability. Can I afford... I actually don't have enough 8th crystals. Let's go get some. It's not going to take long. How are my resistances before I do it? They're actually fine, so I don't really need to do this. That was the wrong colored swirly thing. Let's try the Riftgate instead. Alright, just take a quick trip into the Warden's lab. I didn't notice how many crystals I had, but I think it's only 3 for a Riftstone. So I should just need to get 3. Sounds right. There's 1. 2. And 3, that should be enough. You know what, it's right here. It's right here. How could I not? And this one, I mean, it's already on the screen, and so is this one. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. Okay. I kind of just have a feeling I may need a few extras for the Black Tallow craft, but that is, from memory, going to be Chthonic Seals, so it should be fine. Alright. And I did successfully clear my rift while I was doing something, so we're going to have to do a little bit of running back. Yeah, this one right here. Okay, rift stone times 3, followed by tallow times 1. There we go. And then if we come up here, this will probably get changed for an Aether Soul once I get to the city of Malmouth. So will this, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I want that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do a quick run back through the Gloomwald, because I was silly and cleared my rift. But we are definitely more tanky, and also more ganky now. We've got a new weapon. We've got a second Gollus ring now, which is going to give us more regeneration, so we're up to 2,500 a second, which is definitely pretty good. And then, obviously, with the devotion procs on top of that as well, that's even more.
That skill's not ready.
Alright, so I'm pretty much back to where I was. Just go up here to that devotion shrine. I do indeed dare come here. Do you dare do anything about it? Alright, so from here, we just head over here on the left. We are Nemesis? We are not Nemesis. How are we not Nemesis? Okay. You know what? Don't need to kill him. So I'm just going to be on my way here. I'm checking here for the totem, even though I know that it is not there because I've already cleared the totem for this area. I do come over here as well to check this, this stump for Ugdenblooms, because I know that I'm going to need a lot of those later. So it's good to stack up a decent amount as you can while you're running through, and then you have to do less farming overall later on. I'm checking here for the treasure trove. This area as well can be quite rippy, same as the last two that I pointed out. You can have Uvaloth, Thandaroth, whichever one it is, as well as Parkla, as well as 3 to 5 rares there. So it can be a little bit rippy. Usually it'll be fine, and it'll be fine right up until the time when it's not. Alright, let's send Garrett back to town. There we go. That'll be either an attribute or a devotion reset potion, which will be good to have. Here's Nane's stash. This is going to cost me 1 dynamite for a guaranteed blue or better item, in this case blue. There is also this little section down here with a secret smith who is only good for one thing. And I'm not going to cover what that thing is in this particular video, but that is the start of the Lokar quest. So if you're interested in getting the Lokars set, which one day I'm going to do a video series on how to do it, it's just not something I care about because I don't use the Lokars set. Okay, up here is the last location where your totem could be. If you're farming, I recommend skipping this. If it's here, just start a new session, run through again. You'll get 2 more treasure troves and potentially 2 more totems. This is where Avarice is going to be in this run, and I'm just going to walk past her. That's also where the ancient Aether Warp totem that could have been in the other cellar is going to be in there, or has a chance to be in there. I have had games where I got neither of those totems, so potentially there's a third spot that I'm not aware of, or it just has a chance to not spawn. Okay, second half of the Gloomwald. There's not a whole lot to talk about here if you're just trying to get through. If you're just trying to get through, you come through here, you stay, pretty much hug the top wall here. You go kill Caraxus, and then you head over to the Coven. However, I'm going to spend a little bit of time here getting these bad boys. So there's 2 along the top here, so 1, 2. I need the Ugdenblooms for, I don't know, something. Then you come down to the south here, and we're going to be going underneath that bridge we uncovered not long ago. So just down here, underneath this little tree trunk bridge walkway thing, there'll be a nice little ambush here. This is not always going to have a hero, but there'll always be something that pops up here. And we get a hidden spoils, which is nice, and Coven cache, which is also nice. I didn't see my tree stump here, which means it probably was a trap. So unfortunately I don't get any Ugdenblooms here, although I mean I did pick 2 up from whatever it was I killed that dropped them. From there you head directly to the east, and then hang a right here at the corner. Here's another one. Unfortunately it's a trap. That's alright. And then there's 1 more over this way, again just heading to the west. Let's get some sunshine. And here is my last trap. All the traps. So I've only got 3 from this entire run through the Gloomwald. It's not unusual for me to come out of this run with 10 or 11. It's just a little bit of bad luck on my behalf this time, but it is what it is. Do this run a few times and you'll be able to make your conduits if you perhaps wanted to try the cold conversion Primal Strike build I made. You are going to need a lot of Ugdenblooms. Anyway, if you're not interested in Ugdenblooms for whatever reason, you can come straight up here to Caraxus's little house. Speaking of Ugdenblooms, there's 3 more. You can come straight up here, and we're going to go ahead and whack Caraxus. And also Jormungandr, which sounds like a Norse god. Doesn't fight like one, though. Alright, another Ugdenbloom, very nice. And from here we can just go ahead and bash Caraxus here. So throw down the totems, throw down the thermite mines, keep the whirly boys on the go, and he should die relatively quickly. Okay. The other thing you can check while you're in here, and I can already see I don't have it, but there is sometimes a totem spawn over here. I believe it's a beast totem. Up to you if you want to bother, or if you just want to get the Firaxis' heart and get out, which is also understandable. Alright, surely this is Nemesis. Surely. No. 23. Okay. So basically, the next hero I kill is Nemesis, and then I have to worry about Chupacabra in the second part of the swamp, well, the whole swamp, which is definitely going to happen. So I'll have to keep my eyes open for Kuba. I'm just going to say flat out right now, I am going to try him, and I should be okay. I have a lot of regen as long as I stay out of the bleeding pools. He shouldn't actually be able to kill me on his own. But if he does, well, time for a new series. Or I guess I could make another one of these in the background and then finish it that way, but level 84 is a long way to go. Can definitely level it faster without having to talk over the top of the entire process. There's Nemesis with the beasts. Alright, there's no spawn locations for Kuba between me and the Coven, so we'll just run down there. And now the fun begins, because Chupacabra has spawn locations for every single area that I'm going to, from here right up to Malmouth.
Whatever it is you think you're doing here,
or at least right up to the Chaos Rift. Alright, let's just click through these. We have a deal. Thank you for the tonic of clarity. Do you not have quests for me? Wait, do I care about them? Don't care about them for this, but I may care about her quests for XP. Okay, let's just get rid of these. Another thing to note as well, we're getting very close to the point where we can start dropping level 94 sets. Not there yet, but it's something to keep an eye out for as well, because you don't want to miss those. You may not be particularly interested in a lot of the level 94 stuff for this character, but it can be good to keep them for further characters. Okay. Now, the Ugdenbog's Chupacabra spawn points are not something that I'm particularly familiar with. So there's a good chance that I'm just going to run around a corner and have him jump out of the bushes and attack me. I know there's one between me and the Ancient Grove. So we'll be seeing about that one. I am going to check that one. There's my Leaf Mane Horns times 2. Also picked up a purple belt. Misty Glade is not lightning, but it could be shaman stuff. It's not, but it does have pretty good stuff on it. I'm just going to walk over here. I think from memory the Chupacabra spawn point is directly south of Janaxia's den, sort of down this way, so maybe like right here. It's been a while since I've deliberately tried to find Chupacabra. Usually I find him by accident, and it's a little bit annoying. I think I might do that, actually. I'm not going to go to every single potential spawn location. I'll just play through this area normally, and it'll be fine. So we are going into Janaxia's den here. Or is this Laria? No, this is Janaxia. We're going into Janaxia's den. I'm just going to gather these guys up, drag them over here a bit. And then we can take care of them, no problems. You, I think, was healing the other guys, or at least trying to. They don't really have enough health. Alright, one arcane. Is that a Wendigo? That's a Wendigo. He's got to die. And we've picked up... Not really picked up, I guess. Found another shrine. I no longer care about killing beasts. I'm already at Nemesis. I can't go backwards, so there's no reason not to just slaughter them. Not that there was a huge reason in the first place. But what do we get? Relic. Honor. Ugdenbog leather. Okay, this is another big use of Ugden blooms. You need 8 for each of these, and these are really good for poison bleeding and, well, poison and bleeding. So you'll probably end up with 1 or 2 of those on the end game setup. So definitely good to have. Ugdenbog leather. Honor? No. No, just no. Alright, so we've got Janaxia in here, and she should just pretty much fall over. There we go. Make the screen glow, and down she goes. And then we can just leave. That's pretty much it. That's the fight. Shred all of her resistances, blow it to pieces, and we have enough regen and healing procs and such that it just kind of doesn't matter. Alright, from here we just head north. Like I said, from this point on, I kind of know where Kuba lives for a few of the spawn locations, just because I remember seeing him. But I typically don't run through this section of the bog more than once a difficulty, so I kind of have a rough idea. Also, I just saw my screen kind of pause for a second, which tells me that it was checking for a Nemesis spawn, so I'm going to have a quick look around. Because I may have just spawned him a little bit off the map, something like that. I could have just been some sort of other lag. I don't see him, so we'll just keep on keeping on. Grab another Ugden Bloom. Always good to get. And we will be on our way. He could also be just to the north here, and I'm just not aware of all of the spawn locations, which is definitely a true thing. Alright, Mudrock here can die. And boom goes the dynamite. Okay, Mark of Anguish Lies, not really something I'm interested in. I'm also not going to do Logorian 2, Ice Boogaloo, whose name escapes me at the moment, but I'm not going in there, so feel free to fight him if you wish. I'm not going to. Really struggling with that name, actually. I'm coming back for the totem. Yeah, I got nothing on that boss. I can't remember his name. I'd know it if I heard it, but for now I just can't think of it on the spot. Ooh, Corrupted. He needs to die fast. Then I need to get out of the goop he left on the floor, not straight back into the other one. And we've got the Fate Weaver's Mantle, which I think from memory is shoulders with a Panetti's Replicating Missile proc, and it's not. This is Fade from Reality. Okay, that's Circuit Breaker. Static Strike, that's not one that I care about. Oh, that's going to be this one. Yeah. Flat Aether damage, percent Aether. I mean, it's not horrible. I'm not going to wear it because I like my current shoulders better, but that's not horrible. Alright, let's be on our way here. Like I said, I'm not going to go in there. There is a devotion shrine in there if you somehow manage to get to this point and don't have all of your devotions. So you can go and get that if you absolutely have to, but I just want to know, like, why are you walking past dozens of shrines and not clicking on them if you've managed to get to this point? Interesting. Just noticing my health is actually disappearing. I was checking if anything was shredding my poison resist. I thought I had 85 there for a second, actually. Maybe there was some sort of proc that I've forgotten about. Alright. This guy's, again, made out of loot and reputation, although at this point he's just made out of loot. Pretty sure the beast reputation's only good for Homestead and maybe Coven. Anyway, it's not nothing. Ooh, Houndmaster's Bound Wraith. I would have snagged that if it was Houndmasters of Binding. I would have been super happy. Super surprised as well, because that would be ridiculously rare. but good. Alright, continue heading north. I think the next thing we have to get, or the next thing on the, yeah, there it is. The Rift Gate is the next thing, the point of notice, point of interest. A few extra Ugden blooms, potentially. Also, I really don't like those plants. I remember when they were testing the Sunder. I don't know if many of you were around for that, but on the testing patch, the poison spit, this thing, would actually sunder. And so it was just, if you were in this area, you were sundered the whole time. It was absolutely awful. But there was some other bugs that kind of... That's a tree, isn't it? Yeah, there was some other bugs that kind of made up for that, like the shield from Turtle would just trigger every 8 seconds, or 10 or whatever the cooldown is at sort of mid-levels. It would just be active constantly. So it was very hard to die. I think I have maybe an episode or two of that on the Spellbinder playthrough I did a little ways ago. So if you're interested in seeing how that works, I think I had the proc for the crab as well as the tortoise on the Spellbinder, and it was basically immortal. So I had to go back to playing not on test because it was just too easy. Alright, let's turn the loot off so I can see what's going on here. And there we go. Everybody's dead. Void Steel Gauntlets, Equilibrium Sash, Plague Guard Grips. These are pretty good. Although if you're watching this too far into the future, I believe the Plague Guard Grips are having their physical resistance moved, or removed rather. So they may not be as good in the future. I think most of this stuff is kind of just okay. Definitely enough for use in this build. Alright, I'm getting paranoid now, because every time I see the, I drop a frame or something like that, I get a little bit skittery. Because usually it means there's a nemesis in the area. And I happen to know that there is a spawn point for Chupacabra up this right side here. I'm looking for the... something that might not be here, actually. Hang on a sec, where am I? Where am I? Okay, so... I'm just going to backtrack here for a second. Because I think while I was waffling, yeah, I didn't go through here. Yep. So I need to go back. I'm checking for the, I think it's called the Undergrowth. It's the area where Sylvaria lives. And I do need to kill Sylvaria, so I was too busy waffling. Let's pick up this quest item as well. Too busy waffling to actually check, and I went completely the wrong way. There's no point going into Laria's den here just yet. We don't have the quest to deal with her. And the Undergrowth is not here for me, so I will need to move on. It's probably going to be quicker if I head back to the Rift Gate and use my Rift. One thing I really hope they get a lot better if they make a Grim Dawn 2 is stairs and multiple levels. The current implementation is just not good. It's one of those things that you play the game in spite of, not because of. Alright, let's go in here. Now, I was checking up that right-hand side for another entrance to the Undergrowth, and then I realized that, hang on a second, I missed the first one. But I didn't see any up that right side, so we're just going to go in here. Now, I don't have... let me double check before I say this. Yeah, I don't have a Wendigo Spirit on me, so I am tempted to just kill Ugdal here. What do we got? Damage is maxed out now. I am tempted to put more points into Vindictive Flame or Ulzuan's Wrath. This, Ulzuan's Wrath is reduced target's damage for 3 seconds, which is really good. And then Vindictive Flame is just more flat regen. Same deal with Mogdrogan's Pact over here. We have plus 15 to that. That's a little bit silly. So each point is worth, what, around about 20, slightly less than 20 flat regen. Over here we are getting less regen, but we're up to 18% total speed. So actually it's only 1%, so... There's really nothing that matters at this point. We have everything, and most of it has enough levels in it as well. I think I'll bring Heart of the Wild up to the soft cap, and then just kind of spend points wherever at this point. Ugdal. Do I want to set him free, or do I just kill him? I think I'm going to go back to town and grab a Wendigo spirit, and I'm going to rescue him rather than kill him. I've only got 3 of those, that's not ideal. That'll do. As long as we're here as well. Now, I vendor stuff like this because I generally don't share any gear between my characters, but if that's something you want to do, then... oh, hang on. No, I want to hang on to that. Then definitely don't sell these, but it is up to you. If you want to play solo self-found similar to how I do, then you're going to want to sell this stuff, and if you don't, then you don't. Alright. Alright. That just happened. Everybody stop watching for a couple of minutes while I run back. I was going to say I can't believe I did that, but I absolutely can believe I did that. Okay, we're going for a bit of a run. Let's go ahead and spend that point in physique as well. Who knows, maybe we'll find Chupacabra. I'm going to go straight up the middle this time. More chances to find stuff to kill. And we do kind of have to go over there for the witches anyway. In fact, we're already there, so may as well rescue them now. There we go. Been looking for you. Off you go back to town. No totem here today, which... that's fine. Okay, Corrupt Shell here. Need to get out of the goop when he dies. There it is. Okay, everybody's dead, which is how I like it. And now we're going to run back into Ugdal. Alright, let's talk to him. Oh, you trapped. I have a Wendigo spirit. RIP. Thanks for the ethereal missive. Okay. Did I get this in normal? Yep. There's a lore note in there. I don't think I've ever read that lore note. I probably have, but I don't remember what it talks about, so I definitely should read it again. Alright, here we go. You can come along this top side here if you want to kill some more wraiths and get a little bit more loot. Generally, just a waste of time, honestly. I always felt like there should have been some sort of, you know, hidden section just here with this tower, but there's literally nothing here. It's a missed opportunity, in my opinion. Okay, coming up on the last known spawn location for Chupacabra here. It's right over here by this square, so no Kuba today. I am going to... should have dropped that portal a little bit further back, but this is fine. Alright. We grab the Barrowholm Rift, we go back to the Picus Rift, and then we head south. So I'm looking for the Undergrowth. I'm expecting to find it on one of these trees here. There it is. Let's go in. So this is one of my least favorite areas because of this thing right here. So you get stuck here, and it doesn't matter where you tell it to go, you just end up stuck with those annoying wacky, flaily tentacle arm thingies. Easily my least favorite area in the game. I say that about a couple of different areas. There's a few that I just don't like at all. Exalted Stash is always here. Every single time forever, you will always get that stash. This little wacky tentacle flaily arm thingy that's just kind of hanging out there, that's the one I usually get stuck on. Or at least I used to. Now I know about it, and so I don't get stuck on it quite so often. Let's go ahead and just kill Sylvaria here. Sylvaria, if you're looking for vine rings, if you're looking for living rings, she will drop one every time you kill her. Can't remember the name of the third one that she drops, but there's 3 rings that she has. And she'll drop one of them. Living ring there. Alright, in bloom. Let's see if we can get another one. Hey, there we go. Alright, Sylvaria is done. And let's go talk to the Barrowholm peoples here. And we'll go ahead and eat those blueprints too. Clairvoyance hat, mythical. Okay. Well, I'm not playing that build, but if I was, I would be extremely happy, and also very sad because I would not have anywhere near the resources required to make that set. Okay, let's remain friendly with them, and then we have to go do their quests here. So here we go, we'll just, yep, I'll get it done, and then we'll do the same over here. Now this little section here has multiple locations where Kuba can spawn. They are all kind of south of the mine though, so I don't have to worry about him just yet. But it's decently likely, I'd say probably 50-50, that he is going to be south of the mine, because the only other place that I haven't really been on this playthrough, or in this session, is in the Ancient Grove. So if he's not out here, just south of the mine, then he will be in the Ancient Grove, which I'm not planning on doing just yet. Okay, there's the Northern Travelers, are they? Are they calling them Travelers? Northern Ward, where are we? Yeah, they're Travelers. Well, they were Travelers, now they're lunch.
That skill's not ready.
Alright, here is the mine, so we'll go to the mine, and we'll see if I'm going to continue my streak of not missing any of the crabs, which I definitely have done in the past. One thing I really do enjoy about this build is it definitely has a light show. It's very, very pretty. Alright, when you're in here, you do have to make sure you kind of know where the crabs live underground, because if you don't walk on top of them, they will just stay underground and you'll fail the quest. The other way you can do it, and the way I generally do it, is just go everywhere, walk on every piece of ground, and then they can't hide from you. Or if you prefer, you can actually just not do this quest until you have the actual quest, and then you'll have a counter, and I think it puts stars on your map as well.
Can't do that yet.
Personally prefer to just do it without the quest, and I just go everywhere. Like this little section here, there's nothing here, there's no reason to be in here, but maybe there's crabs under the floor. Who knows? Well, I do now, because I went in there. But if I hadn't gone in there, maybe there would have been crabs. So, which is the ones... Pit creepers, I think, are the ones that we are actually part of the quest. It's not stone shell, it's the ones that start with P that have a yellow name. So all those ones I just killed, I don't think any of those counted. But hey, they're all XP, right? Same with these, I don't think any of these counted. Go ahead and kill him. This little area down here, this is where I have missed them a few times. You'll see these ones crawling out of the floor. If you don't come down here, there's a good chance these won't come out of the floor. They'll stay under the ground and you'll miss them, and then you'll wonder why you can't finish the quest. It's almost always because you missed one of the groups like that. Alright, I'm going to check over here, not so much for this. I'm more looking for a treasure trove. It's not here. That's fine. Let's actually do this, why not? So we've got a defender. Should probably kill him first, so as he can stop defending his friends, and then most likely void touched. Okay, and we've got the Riftwarp Grasp again. Think again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen those this particular session. And there's a couple hidden loot sections in here too. One's just there, obviously, and the other one is up ahead in a little hidden alcove, which I am, of course, going to go and poke my head into. Alright, we're in here checking for crabs. Doesn't look like there's any in there. I'm happy enough to say that that is done. I am wondering if I'm going to get the totem in here. It's looking like no. Also, I haven't seen the treasure trove either, so it's up here. Yeah, here's the treasure trove. This is where the totem is, actually, not down here. Seal of Might is pretty good. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Ideally, I think I want the Seal of... is it the Seal of the Skies? I forget the exact name. I'll know it when I see it. It's the one with flat lightning damage on it. And the chain lightning spell. Why is he still alive? That's what I want to know. Alright, we can kill these guys, and I've missed the other hidden loot, so I'm going to have to go back and get that on the way out. But I will wait until it's on the way out.
Can't do that yet.
This little section here, you're going to get crabs in here. You're going to get crabs in here. No, I don't think they're coming. I guess I should say you can get crabs in there. Alright, and then we have the big crab at the end. Old mate, an axe and shade, I think his name is going to drop me a belt MI with +1 to Inquisitor skills. And I'm going to turn it into iron bits. Okay, he's corrupted, which is definitely not something I want to see. Alright. So, Cutthroats of Corrosion is, quite frankly, rubbish. Although I guess if you need an upgraded or updated new belt with +1 to Inquisitor skills, you might take that. Let's just go over here. Ah, see? Pit Creeper. If I had just left, I would have had to come back. It would have been for, I think, just one crab here. One Pit Creeper. The other thing over here is this little loot section. Got a hidden remains. 2 rare items that didn't even show because I'm filtering them out, but hey, could have been there. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm done. I've walked into all of the little side rooms here. I am 90% sure that everything that was going to spawn has spawned, so let's get out of here. And we'll go see if we can find Kuba. See if we can commit suicide by Kubacabra. Would that be Kubicide, or I think that would count as me killing Kubacabra.
I can't do that yet.
Anyway, we'll go see if we can find him. There's a pretty good chance that he's just going to be hanging out in the Ancient Grove and I won't see him. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so one of his spawn points is kind of just over here. I'm going to go ahead and say he's not here. I think there's another one kind of over here. I think there's like 3 out here. Don't quote me on that, but I think we're probably not going to see him. Which, just for the record, I am 100% okay with not seeing him. Did just see that that little bit of frame rate chug that comes along with Nemesis spawns, so said that a couple of times now and he hasn't shown up. I'm hoping if I keep saying it, he'll keep not showing up. Alright, there's our second ward. We just come over this way, we can go get the third one. Yeah, if you do any amount of farming in the Gloomwald, you're going to run into Kubacabra about once every 4 or 5 runs. So I guess kind of get used to the idea of fighting him, because he's going to show up a decent amount. Or learn how to go around, I guess. Yeah, it looks like he's not home today. Or I should say he's going to be in the Ancient Grove, which I'm not going into because there's nothing in there I need. So I think there may be one more spawn location, but I'm not so scared about finding him anymore. Though, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I could just kill him. I guess I don't have to prove that, though. Alright, let's pick these up. Go ahead and turn those in for some extra bits. That was a lot of chugging. I don't know what that's about. I don't normally get frame rate drops like that, unless there's a nemesis spawning. I've had 3 or 4 of them now, and no Kuba, unless he's up here. Maybe it was just checking, and that's what caused it, and then it didn't spawn him, but for whatever reason, he's not here. You guys, however, just became lunch. And we are now done with Barrowholm, so let's head back to, well, Barrowholm. Do a whole bunch of quest turn-ins. I am going to end the progress of this episode here, but I'm also going to do another run through the Temple of Osir, just to see if I can get a better weapon. So I've got 3 levels on top of what I had before, so maybe I can get something nicer. There we go. I've already killed the crabs, which is beautiful. That's what I wanted to see. Honored with Barrowholm. Shouldn't have turned that quest in. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I want this one. So yeah, I'm not going to do any more progress. This is going to be a whole bunch of turning quests in, and wait, what?
Welcome to Barrowholm, traveler.
I think I have to do a couple more quests, or talk to Scorv, perhaps.
I am so pleased. We've always had.
Okay, I agree to deal with Laria. Give me my fetish.
Welcome to Barrowholm.
I swear that's not the merchant, is it? It's supposed to be here. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I did say no more progress, so I can't go and do the Laria quest. So, what do we got to turn in? No, we can turn this one in at the Coven. And then I'm going to go do probably just 1 or 2 runs through the temple for a better weapon. I'm hoping for Skyfallen. Skyfallen of Alacrity would be the dream. But based on past experience, it's probably not happening, let's be honest. Alright, so we've got a bunch of quest items here. You know what? I'll turn those in at the start of the next one. Let's go do a run through the temple real quick, and then maybe do 2 or 3 runs. We'll see how we go for time. I am a little bit short on time to upload, so if this is late, this is why. But a little bit of farming at the end never hurt anybody. Unless, of course, I die again in here. That would definitely hurt. Oh, that's a green blade. Haven't seen one of those for a while. So, Coven Storm Halberd. Eldritch Halberd. Charged of Fury. That is an upgrade for sure. It's not the upgrade I wanted, but it is an upgrade. And now I don't feel quite so bad about just murdering everything in here. I was trying to keep my XP down last time because I didn't want to get too far in front while not really recording. But now I don't have to worry about that, so everybody dies now. Alright, and we can just toss some thermite mines out there. And if everybody dies now, get some nice reputation for the various witch cults, and we got some Trozen's chest armor, Roborock's Reaping for +1 Necromancer relic, and otherwise ignorable stuff. More reputation with the various cults. You're only a fire stick. Actually, how are my reputations? Halfway through Honored is actually pretty good. Definitely can't complain about halfway through Honored. Most of that, or all of that, is just from killing random bosses or random heroes while I'm doing this. Seal of the Void. Wrong seal, but I'll take it, I guess. You are not lightning. Probably shouldn't be fighting this pack. It's going to be a lot of damage to me. But I do want to kill the hero. Because reputation, basically. Alright, let's go check this last guy. Yep, he's laying down on the job. He is fire. Alright, second floor here. Usually these two over here by the door, both laying down. Not today, of course. I'm talking about it, so it does the opposite of what I say it's going to do. Okay, a couple of fire sticks. I don't really care so much about them. What else we got? More fire sticks, and I guess I can just keep going this way. Save a little bit of a detour. Okay, fire, fire, fire. Alright, what are you? You're fire as well. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and then this will be the last. A little bit of a loading time there. Storm Halberd of Fury. It's actually not a huge upgrade. The attack speed, 21% attack speed is quite nice. More health, more offensive ability. Less percent damage though by a lot. That should be fine. Mostly it's just for the attack speed, honestly. Alright, let's get in there. Stuck on a pole, lovely. What are you? Ward of Illusion. Kind of get the feeling that's going to go away pretty quickly. I think that's going to be from one of the wards on the floor in the Coven. Okay, nothing here. I do want to go this way, because this little platform here has a few that I can check. And Algendir is made out of reputation, so I'm going to kill him. This is pretty much what I was doing in between episodes. I think I did maybe 8 to 10, something like that. I just run past everything that doesn't have a star above its head, or a shiny silver axe. And I've definitely noticed with the higher level that they seem to be getting rarer. So this guy's got a weird looking weapon. I'm going to kill him. Nope. Is that just normal? I don't think it is. I think that was actually a weird weapon. Anywho. Almost a time warped here. He is dead. Alright, supporter. These ones with the supporter title seem to die pretty quickly. Not too worried about them. It's mostly the packs of various types of reanimated armor. Okay, second floor. Last chance. Nope. Nothing that way, so we'll have to go back around this way. That's a fire stick. What about you guys? You're all fire as well. Door's blocked up there, so I need to come this way anyway. Old mate's got a fire stick, which is not what I'm after. Go around the corner here, check these guys. They're all fire sticks as well. So 3 more chances. 2 more chances. Here we go, the last 2. That's fire. That's fire as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the episode here, so I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.